guys, welcome back to another Train to Team Season Gareth Bale. This is the 15th episode, I think. To start with, we had about, I think it's, 800k to start with. So the first three players we picked up were, his first one was his Team this season Vidal, centre mid, 433 for 230,000 coins. Picked him up and a buy now, and gonna list him up for about 250 to 253. I listed him while I went to school, like a couple of the last players towards in, took a couple of days to sell. But the next one here we picked up another Team season Vidal, this time in 4-3-2-1 for a K cheaper than the last one. This one I got on a bid. I had to wait for like 20 seconds really because no one put a bid on, and then we had a bid war for like about a minute and I eventually won it. I stood that one up for 252. Then the next one we picked up was the Team season Donovan. Yeah, CAM 4231. His price has risen a bit because the AT&T MLS Cup was out a couple of weeks ago, or might have been last week, so his price has gone up, but it's going down now. But all three players did sell. First time actually, we made just over, I think it's just over 25,000 coins on those three, which is pretty good since only three players. And the next player we picked up, we've already picked up three players and a position card. Well, the first player we picked up here, well, the first one I'm going to list is the Danilo, right wing, 4-3-3. He's kind of the most player that I pick up this episode, but in the next episode I hardly pick him up because there's not many on the market during the time to do the next episode. But it takes quite long for me to get this episode really. I think it took about 5 days altogether because the last players I listed up took like forever to sell. Well, not the last players, the second last players. But as you can see, we picked up that D'Alessandro. Well, the last one picked up was for 23,000, listing for 25,250. And this one picked up was a left mid, already in a 4-3-3, and there was none on the market in left wing. So I decided to add a position card to him, and you see, picked him up for 17.5. We added this left wing card to him, and that like sort of rose his price a bit because the ones that are on the market, there was a couple in left forward, I think for about 24k, but I wanted this one to sell because I knew people were going to be listing up in left wing because this was quite early in the morning. I think it got 6:45, 7:30. As you can see, we paid 500 coins for the formation card, which took the total for 18k for him, and we listed him up for 23.5, so that'll be about a 4k profit on him, and altogether about a 10k profit on all the players. And the left wing at D'Alessandro sold, and so did the Danilo. But the second one, 4-1-2-2, we had to relist for 250 coins cheaper. And the next player we picked up was another Danilo. Picked him up for 70k. Right wing 4-3-3. It's Danilo. Listed him for 79k. This one while I went to school. Like, I put him up. I went and did the trades in the morning, and then the next day after I came back on. As you can see, the last two players sold. That D'Alessandro we only made about 200 coins on because I did have to relist him twice. But the next two players, these are the ones where it starts to struggle a bit. Oh, it might be the next players after this, but I think it might be these as well. It's this Danilo for 72k right forward. List that one for 79.5. List that one overnight, and the next one's 68k, 4-3-2-1. And we list him for, I think it's 79, or it might be a bit less. I think it was a bit more than the other one because he's in a better formation. So list that one overnight as well. And I don't think either of them sell. None of them sell, no. But when I picked up this Team season Royce, got this one on a bid with like 10 seconds left. That was the starting bid, and picked him up for 425k. Left forward 5-2-2-1. List him for 455k, yeah. So that'll be about a 7.5k profit if he sells. I could have made about 10k more, but I didn't really know because there was quite a few on the market then. But when I went back to check his price, it was quite low. There's just a couple of players that I tried to bid on. I didn't know that Schweinsteiger was quite expensive, but He was the only one in the market in any formation. I think his last price went to like 600k. Well, as you can see, here's where the episode starts to struggle a bit. It was two. Well, they picked up some more Danilino's. This one for 67k, listing for 78.5, and this one for, what was it, 69k, and listing for about the same, really, because they're not. I think they're the same formation, but at least those for while I went to school, and hopefully I tried to come back, and hopefully I thought they would all sell, but I went to check on the market in any position, and I think the cheapest was about 80k. So I thought my players were a shoo-in to sell, but obviously I was wrong. Like coming in like the day after, and realised that none of them were sold, and I do end up dropping the prices by quite a lot. I think I dropped them each by one of them sells first time, but you're going to see which one that is now. All of them sell, but the three I had to drop three by about 3k, 3 to 4k each. So I only made around about 17k profit on those four. I was hoping to make about 30, but it didn't really work out. But we're coming to the last players of this episode now. Here the first player is a CDM Goethe in 352. Picked him up for 7,500 coins, listing for 9k. The next player is a Juan, the Brazilian centre back for Inter Milan. Really decent centre back. I think he's one of the best silver centre backs in the game, rare and non-rare. Picked him up for 6k, listing for 67. Although that might be not quite right. I think I messed that bit up. But the next player is this Canu, centre back. I sort of guessed that. 442 for 2,200 coins, listing for 28. And the next player is a Santa Croce, 352, 5,200 coins, listing for 6,100. And then another one for 4-1-2-1-2 for 5k. And something weird about him, the more expensive formations like 4-1-2-1-2, 4-3-3 sell for less than a 3-5-2. But I listed that one at 65 because normally it goes like 6k. There was none on the market at this time of day. I think it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Another one there for 4k, listing for 5,100. And then the next player I picked up was a centre mid Goethe for 7,500 coins, listing for 83. And then the next player is another one, 4-2-3-1 this time, bought for 4.5k, listing for 5,500. And here's probably the best player out this set. It's a Jermaine Genius CDM, 4-2-3-1 for 4,900 coins. We're going to be able to sell this one for 9,100. Then the last two players are this another centre back. Well, I think the first 4-1-2-1-2-1 for 6,000 coins, listing for 7,200. And the last player of this set, and indeed the episode, is a Canu, 352 for 3,800 coins, listing for 43. And all of the players sell. I think I do relist about 4 of them. Basically, the Goethe sold for 9k. The Juan sold for 7,200. The Canu for 2,800. The 3 centre Croces, one for 6,100, one for 5,100, and the other one for 6,200. And this Goethe went for 8,200. Another Juan 5,300. Genius for 9.1k, made about 4.5k profit on him. And the last two players sold there. And we can end this episode on 869,000 coins, or 869,210 coins. But if you have enjoyed it, guys, please like, subscribe, and cheers.